Welcome to Outfits Garage, where everything is an outfit.
We're back here at Outfits Garage. I'm Russell. This is a race car. As you can tell, as you can see, we've got a rear end under it. We've got a fuel cell sitting in it. We've got a pair of wheel covers. Matthew's got his seat in it. We've got a motor plate. And we've got a radiator sitting in it. We've got springs down here. As you can see, starting to get some front end parts together here. Yeah, we're getting there. Matthew's been doing a little decorating. Look up there. Yep. Got a door panel up there on the wall. We got license plates going around the wall. Got them everywhere here. But yeah, we are Race Car Central right here right now. And I'll show you what's going on over here. You can see we still got this car setting up on the blocks, up on its side. Been doing a little painting, trying to get it back in looking good again. So this is kind of what we're going to be doing for a while, dressing up this car while we're waiting on parts for that one. And if we've got parts for that, we'll be working on it, because we got to try to get it rolling and on the ground and rolling so we can get it to Conway, to the body shop, and get that front end fixed. There's a little bit of tweak in the front end. But anyway, while we're kind of held up on parts, we're going to be doing some work on this, doing some paint work. As you can see right here somewhere, right there is a little crack. We got to weld that up. Right here, we got to weld that up. Something happened. They changed the frame horn out. They had replaced it. It's welded up good, but for whatever reason, they didn't finish the bottom. So we're going to do that. We're giving this thing a going over, top, bottom. Doug here is getting another rear end ready. We'll be taking that to the guy down in Little Rock. There's a guy that straightens those housings for us when we get one bent, and that's what happened to that one. We'll be putting that car back together. That 327 is coming out. All we like is undoing the motor mounts and pulling that motor out. 327 is coming out. Matthew's 358 that's sitting right over there is going back in here. So this car will have a 358 race ready. We're going to redo the front end, get it up in good shape. And let me show you what else we got going. This car is one we had sitting outside. As you can see, we're putting front end parts on it. Matthew's got some springs sitting over there. We're fixing to fix this floor pan. We're going to put it in here. We got springs. We got a rear end. We got a battery core in there. But what we're going to do, we're going to get this thing fixed up. We're going to paint it and put the body back on it. Body's laying outside. It's dark right now, or I'd take you out there and show you. But we'll hang the body back on it, get it rolling and steering, and we'll have a price tag on this thing. We're going to sell it. We're going to send her down the road. So it's going to have stock shock mounts on it. As you can see, I trimmed those out of another old car that I had. But it'll have stock shock mounts, stock location. We may trim these back or something to get rid of those edges, may cut them back like that. But I still got to put this one in over here. It's laying right there in the floor. Laying right there. I got to clean that up, mount it right here. We've got springs. We'll get that rear end put under it. We'll get the floor pans put in it. We got the firewall right here now. Well, we got the floor pan sitting right over there, right behind that hood. We'll get it set in here, welded down. We're gonna give this thing a paint job, make it steer and roll. Well, another thing we're gonna do, see, this doesn't have any leg protection right here. We're gonna add a bar or two right here, come up here and tie back into the frame rail and tie back in right here and there. Also, if you look in here, there's no bars coming from here to the frame. So we're gonna add a bar that loops under and ties in there, and loops under and ties in right there. We've got this bar, it's got our spring mount right there. We're gonna weld that in and gusset it up real good. That'll be one of our braces. We'll put another brace here and another brace right here, and then we'll tie them all together with a piece, some sections of pipe that way. That'll be good and strong with a good floor pan in it, with a body on it. This thing ought to be ready to roll. I'd like to drive it myself, but I'd like for somebody else to have it, because we've got race car, race car, race car, race car. So we got race cars. So we need to turn one of these. So if you see anybody looking for a Camaro pure stock, hobby stock, to send them this way. We'll be getting this thing ready. We'll finish it at whatever stage they want. Probably just going to sell it rolling as it is. We're going to, like I say, we're going to put some paint on it. We'll make it look good. But if the buyer wants us to finish it out and put, or at least get brakes on it, or upgrade the front suspension, put steel bushings in and QA1 ball joints, all that stuff, we can do all that. It just come with an extra price. I mean, we can sell them at whatever stage they want to buy them. But that's what we're going to do here. We're just mainly going to get it rolling, and it'll just be sold as a roller. So that's our plan. So that's kind of where we're at on these things. We get this one done, get it out the door. I've got my eyes on a Monte Carlo chassis. I'm gonna try to talk to the guy here in the next day or two, but it'll be a pure stock, factory stock chassis. And I'm gonna talk to him about it, but I'd like to do it the same way we're doing this. Go ahead and get it rolling, go over it, go over all the welds, go over all the critical points, clean it up, give it a paint job, and like I say, make it roll, make it steer. And if, like I say, if somebody wants to make it, wants to pay a little extra and put some brakes on it, fuel pedals, wire it, even as far as, I mean, surely if somebody goes that far, they'd want to do it, some of that stuff themselves. But we're not really going to get into the parts business. That's not where we're at. I don't want to get into Justin Greer's business there. That's not what we're doing. But we're going to try to supplement our racing by maybe doing a little bit of this, buying some old cars, bringing them back to life, and turn them, flip them, and maybe get someone else into a car that's pretty reasonable. We can go as nice as a person wants. I mean, we usually go on our stuff, we go middle of the road to the cheap line because of our finances. We just can't afford to get very deep in one because we just don't have the finances to do it. But we can build top-notch cars just like anybody else. But I don't want to get into the chassis building. That's not really where we're going to be at either. There's other people that does that. But I'd like to take cars that are maybe other people would say they're junk, they need to go to the junkyard. I like to take them and go back through them, front to back. If there's bars need replaced, we'll replace bars. We'll upgrade them, make them a little better. You know, take the A-arms if they want them and put steel bushings in and QA1 ball joints and, you know, all the good stuff. So, but I don't know. We might try to do some of that. May try to, you know, if somebody wants their car scaled out or something, I mean, we might work on some of that. So, I know how to get a car pretty close, but Matthew's car was always right there with him, and I don't think we were out carred most of the time. I think it just circumstances most of the time got us behind the 8-ball. But you know, this car here is it'd be a really good car. Let me show you again. It's built pretty strong in the back. It's got double double bars coming back to the back on both sides. So it's braced up. It's braced up right here on the frame rail. As you can see, they got square tubing coming down here. It ties into the main square. It comes up here, and they got this braced off. They got these braced off, so the frame rails are braced off. Plus, that makes extra area to hang lead. We got lead area up here, and plenty of places here to work. Plenty of room in here to work. Plenty of bracing. So it's a pretty well built car. I think, as you can see, they got motor mounts in there really good, strong, really well built, prepared. So we're going to clean all this up. You see where there was a bar there. All that was cut out so that they could run side draft headers. This car will have side draft headers with it. It'll be a roller and can come at any stage of completion that the buyer wants. Mainly rolling, but we'll just have to discuss price from there. But anyway, that's where we're at here at Outfits Garage. Just a lot of work going on. It's the off season. Like I say, we're going to try to get the old 88 car going. We're going to see if we can't make this thing roll. We're going to get Matthew's car going. Found out today about another car that if we can sell that car, we might be able to go down and buy this other car that we're looking at to help with Matthew's program. So the car we're looking at maybe going to try to gather up enough money to go get is complete roller with gauges, brakes, pedals. It has a quick change rear end under it. I think it's fuel cell, everything is there. We're going to try to raise up some money to be able to go get that car. The car is $3,500. You're not going to buy a car like that. It's a little bit older model. Matter of fact, this car is a newer car than what it is, but it has everything in it. Steering, brakes, pedals, gauges, wiring, and it's rolling with a quick change rear end. A quick change, them things are $3,000 themselves, the quick change rear ends. So yeah, that's where we're at. But we're trying to piece this together on a budget and enjoying it. I mean, sure, I'd love to be able to just go buy what we need and just spend the money. But that's something we don't have is money. So we've got time and we've got ability So that's what we're going to use. And we're going to get this thing together. Slowly but surely. Anyway, guys, as you can see, we've been everywhere, man. And I mean everywhere. All over the place. These license plates come from all over the place. We want to thank you for tuning in to Outfits Garage. That lets you know what's going on. We've got a motor going together over there. I didn't even show you that, but I think I've showed you before. But when we get closer to putting that thing together, I'll start showing some more of what we're doing on it. Some of the little tricks that we do that most everybody does on these motors, but I'll try to show you some of that. And we'll see if we can't get a motor done. Get it setting off in here. And that's the transmission we're going to use, the Power Glide. Yeah, I'd love to run one of the new style Burt's or Bren transmissions, but that's another $2,000. So $1,500 to $2,000. So that's not going to happen. We're going to run a Power Glide to start with. When that goes out, we've got a triple disc and a 3-speed. So we're going to run that. But anyway, we run what we got. We go have fun at it. And then we sell one of these cars. We may go buy us another transmission and get what we need that way. But anyway, I'm going to get off here and see if I can get to work too. Doug's over there grinding away, clean that rear end up. We're going to take it down to a rear end man. See if we can't get him to straighten that out. I talked to him today. He said, bring it on. So, and he said he may have another rear end down there if we want to buy that. So, that one needs a rear end. So, you never know. We might just come get that rear end fixed and get one for that car too. But we could use your help. I'm going to leave my email in the comments, in the description. So if you want to have your name on one of these cars, or we'll put your name up on the wall. Every time a video goes up, we'll be showing sponsors and stuff like that on the wall. So if anybody wants to join in, sponsor these videos, sponsor these cars, hey, we'll have your name plastered all over the place. We'll talk about you in a good way. But anyway, we're going to get off of here and make sure you leave a comment, like, and if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that little subscribe button. I think you'll be well pleased with some of the stuff you see. We're a clean channel. We don't get on here and cuss and say dirty things. We're just clean Christian folks. We love to have fun, get out here and have our little hobby going on our off time. And yeah, come right along with us. To everybody out there in outfit land, this is Russell here saying God bless you. Outfit Garage is saying keep a hammering, guys.